former Tar Heel T.J. Logan. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, it's Logan, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
They'll try again.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Prescott. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Left side to Lamb.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
CeeDee Lamb.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
They go play action with Hurts.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They'll run on 1st down. Logan, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down, Lions.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On the carry, it's Logan. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Logan. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Logan with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Lions have taken the lead.
So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still going to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Prescott stripped, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
On 2nd down, it's Logan, and they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Hurts. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Austin Seibert on 4th field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A very solid gain of 27. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Khalif Raymond, 91 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Play action now, Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All day, pump.
Now Prescott. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Record.
On play action, Prescott. Being chased out left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Greg Zerline for the Cowboy field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
From the 38, Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll run on first down. It's Logan, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Deshaun Wright, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Second and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Prescott off play action. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to.
And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts keeps himself upright. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw, Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Open net is Raymond. He's got it. And they finally get him down at the other 46.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Going for the deep ball. Touchdown. It's complete. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Lions 31, Cowboys 10. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and we talk so